today we're doing a science experiment with this TDS meter. Before we do that, let me explain what TDS is. So TDS is basically like, imagine you had a clear cup of water and then we put tiny things in it like grains of sand and other smaller things. So even though the water looks a bit cloudy, most of the tiny bits still dissolve with the water. So TDS is, or total dissolved solids, is like counting all the things inside the glass of water. Just like you would want to know how many candies are in a jar, TDS tells us how many things are inside a glass of water. And we're gonna measure drinking water and faucet water and salt water and sugar water and pond water. So let's get started with the video. So we got the TDS meter from Amazon. It was $15. So you just need to take this lid off and then dip it. And then if you're doing another one, you need to clean it before you actually do the other one. So ask my dad to do it because it's too dangerous for kids. Okay? We're taking the water sample. Here we're pouring it. So now we're taking it from the drinking water faucet. It's basically our ore. You can see it's filling up. So now we're gonna put water in these two cups, and then we're gonna put salt in this one, and then sugar in this one, and we're gonna begin our test. Okay, now we're putting water, drinking water in this one. So let's start filling it up. Now we're doing sugar. So now we're gonna pour 1 spoon of this sugar into the sugar cup. So this is full spoon. This one's sugar. This one, I'm putting it in. Okay, so now we're adding salt in the salt one, which is like that one. Just 1 spoon, put in. So now we're mixing the salt. You can start seeing it's getting cloudy. So now let's mix the sugar. Look, you can already see it's turning brown. So it's turning brown because it's brown sugar. So this is the TDS meter. So we'll start with the outlet water. By the way, this will take some time because we'll have to wash it each time we do test each of these water. It's on. Let's start. Our water is 94. So drinking was 95. So let's put 95 right there. I'm gonna take a sticky note and put it on there. Sticky note, boss. Always write it on so you don't forget. Now we're putting it in a faucet one. So let's put it in. So it says, 844 TDS. It's still going up. Faucet water is around 800 TDS. It's around 800 TDS, as you can see. So it's 804. I kind of made a mistake that part. So we're gonna put it on. Okay, so now what do you think salt will have? More or less? Faucet was around 800 TDS. We're gonna check out salt. Give us a comment below what you think. So let's start. It's going up. All I see is 3 lines. What does that mean? So that means there's too many particles. So salt is too many particles that the meter cannot even measure. See, it's just 3 lines. That means there's too many. So now we're gonna see if it can measure sugar or not. What? It's working. So it's 139. How is that way less than salt? That makes sense because the salt gets dissolved. So it makes it like so many more particles. Wait, but the sugar doesn't get dissolved, which makes it less particles. So let's move on. So this is 139 for sugar. So we're gonna put it back here. We're gonna measure the pond water. It will be super dirty. Already 568 TDS. So I guess it's just 598 TDS. So pond water was 568. So let's put it on. So it's gonna go upside down so you can see what. See, it looks like actually salt one because it's saying too many. Too many or buy this so you can test out different water samples at your house. I hope you learned something from this video. Please like and subscribe to our channel. Bye!